Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. Outside, 2-1. A late swing at a slider for a strike.
Well, he doubled up on that slider, so that tells me he's really feeling it at this point in the game. Good chance we'll see a heavy dose of that slider as this start continues. Pretty easy pitch to lay off there, 2-2. Not even close to being in the strike zone. He made it easy for the hitter in that one.
Digging in the switch hitter, Luther Stevens. And he is proving to be something of a non-threat with a bat in his hands this year. The average isn't pretty.
That is just a tough pitch to hit. As a hitter, you see that ball start right down the middle. You go to swing and it disappears away from you.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. And here's a changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the second out of the inning.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
And he takes a pitch right down the middle. He's set. Here's the 0-1, and a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
2 down, 2 down.
Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2.
Yeah, that looked like a strike, but let me tell you, when you're staring at a big 0 in the hit column, getting a call like that to go your way can feel like a big victory. You can't help but feel good about yourself when you make a hitter look like that. That swing was heinous.
Well, he fouls off that fastball right there, and you wonder, does he love his fastball enough to come back with it 3 times in a row?
The 2-2 one more time. And that slider must have been low. It's ball 3.
I got to commend him for being a really tough out right now. Not everyone will battle like this with 2 outs and nobody on.
On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down and the inning is over. Striding in once again, Damon Cummings. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th. Swing and a miss, 0-1.
Well, he's pitching really good in this game, and the fastball location has been the key. That pitch right there is indicative of the game. Down low, hits a spot. That's what he's been doing with the fastball basically the whole game.
50th pitch of the game on its way. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Boy, he's got great stuff today, doesn't he? That's 7 punch-outs now here in the middle innings. He's up over 1 inning up to this point. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can change their plan of attack and start to put the ball in play. But right now, that's just not happening.
Tough one to lay off, called a strike.
The discipline has just been completely absent from this offense. It seems like they're always finding themselves behind the count, and a big reason why is they're swinging at all kinds of stuff that's not even in the strike zone.
Now look out as that pitch sends him tumbling to the ground. And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far.
That's his 2nd strikeout of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if a coach finds him in the dugout and gives him a little talk about shortening up and putting the ball in play. Good things tend to happen when you do that in these kinds of conditions.
Fernando Ramos is in for the 2nd time here as he looks at one outside. It's 1-0. The 1-0 delivery. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. Chop foul over towards the dugout. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. The 3 of us are back with more. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Frank Tobin. He'll start things out as we begin the 5th. They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike 1. Comes set, and the 0-1. Ball 1.
Hey, nobody away.
very weakly on the ground, but that one rolls foul.
He's clearly looking to hit off the fastball and adjust. That's a pretty good swing after seeing 2 fastballs now in a row.
And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
Now
ready for another chance. William Stewart comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. Now here's the pitch, and he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game. Digging in to try it again, Ricky Clausen. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Outside for a ball, 1-1.
Hey, that's not a bad pitch right there. That 2-seamer moving away from a left-handed hitter. Didn't get the strike, but I like the idea behind the pitch.
2 outs, 2 strikes, and we're in the 5th inning, and he's got 1 pitch, I think, away.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 15 straight he's retired to start the ball game. Home half of the 5th. Digging in for his second at-bat, Jose Guzman. Rain continues to fall here in the 6th. Swing and a liner, but foul.
One thing you try to do as a hitter is figure out what pattern the pitcher is pitching. I can't cover the whole plate. He's done a masterful job of pounding him on the outside half for strikes, and they haven't figured it out yet.
Wow, I think the heart of this system is right on top of us because it is really coming down out there. This isn't an easy sport to play in the rain.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Ripped down the first base line. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Shin-high fastball that time, ball 3.
Well, they haven't had a lot of offense in this game. Right now, though, you got 3 balls here. Maybe this will be the leadoff walk that gets things going for.
Got him. As he just continues to mow down these hitters. 13 strikeouts now.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? What's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
Ball chop foul right at home plate, and it's 0-1. 0-1 count, and the pitch. Tough slider that just catches the corner for a strike.
Now we got an 0-2 count, Matt, and I tell you what, so impressive. He is executing his game plan, going right on the outside half and exploiting those weaknesses.
Okay, so now is where I think you pull the string, throw the El Cambio up there. Hasn't seen it yet, and I think he's set up for it right here.
And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had the count 0-2, started nipping at the corners, and the next thing you know, this count stands at 3-2.
Grounded up the first baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Ready to deliver the full count pitch. Struck him out and make it 14 punch outs now in the game.
Matt, just about everything he's doing is working. All of his pitches, great command, great location. And the big key, with 2 strikes, he's attacking the zone.
Standing in now, Lane McMillan, as he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. The 0-2 pitch. And here's a fastball on 0-2, but it misses. 1-2 now.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
And he struck him out. So it might be time to begin the countdown, as he's now gone through 6 innings without allowing a base hit. 3 up, 3 down for the 6th. In now, Damon Cummings. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit. In there for strike 1. 0-1 count, and the pitch. And this is in the air down the left field line and into foul territory. And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit on the ground to third. On to first, and it's a quick start to the seventh, as now there are two away. So striding in, Fernando Ramos. And he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. A wave and a miss. A tick behind a good fastball. Now the 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out to retire the side. So he's through 7 complete. Still working on a masterpiece. The perfection continues. 21 straight retired. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. And the Sea Dogs lead this one 7-0. Ready for another shot now. Frank Tobin. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how the starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect. But getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Good zip on that one as he just throws it by him for strike one. And this is chopped foul near the plate, and the count will move to 1-2 now.
Nobody.
Looking to send him packing again. And he struck him out for the first out of the inning, but perhaps more importantly, he's 5 outs away now.
He's really racked up the strikeouts in this one, and this guy's been victimized 3 times already today. He and this lineup are clearly having a really tough time picking him up.
Now batting.
Into the box now, William Stewart. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Pops this one up. And this is taken in easily, and just like that, 2 are gone to start the 8th inning. At the plate, Ricky Clausen, 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts for him so far. And they start him out with a slider. Good spot, but he doesn't get the call. 1-0. Swing and a miss. 1-1.
Really deceptive changeup there. Very well executed. It looks like it just sort of dies when it gets close to the plate.
A good action on the 2-seamer there, and it's 1-2. Lays off the 1-2 changeup, and he's worked it back to 2-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Got him. So that's 8 perfect innings, and the fans can feel it now as the side is retired. So he makes it through 8 with the perfecto still intact. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. The Sea Dogs lead it 7-0. P.J. McCaldy enters from the pen to begin the frame with a sizable lead with which to work.
P.J. McCaldy.
Hey, one of the keys to having a good record in baseball is to win some games at home. So this was a big win to win at home in front of their home crowd.
First, for the victorious Sea Dogs, 10